Welcome to this Breaking Explainer. Right now, we're tracking a rapidly developing situation at a major digital checkpoint. Based on the latest information coming in, there's been a sudden and complete halt in forward momentum. This is a live, unfolding scenario, a true verification standstill. Over the next few minutes, we're going to break down the exact sequence of events as they happen, analyze the start commands being issued by the system, and figure out exactly what is required to breach this blockade. Okay, let's get right into the data we've just acquired.
The very first transmission we've intercepted is, well, remarkably simple, but honestly, it's profoundly disruptive. Quote, "Just a moment. Just a moment." That is a sudden, unyielding command to halt. Whatever trajectory we were on, whatever destination we were speeding toward, has literally just been suspended by those three words and an ellipsis. It's a digital roadblock, and it appeared completely out of nowhere.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1, the sudden digital pause. Analyzing the initial halt command.
Look closely at the sheer brevity of this directive. Just a moment. You know, it demands our absolute, unwavering patience. But notice what's missing here. It doesn't explain the stakes, it doesn't offer a rationale, and it certainly doesn't give us a concrete time frame. I mean, in the digital realm, a moment could be a fraction of a millisecond, or it could be an indefinite eternity. It's a real masterclass in ambiguity, right? It forces the user into this state of total passive suspension without any immediate explanation of why they've been stopped dead in their tracks.
Let's move to and see how this builds across our timeline, based on the real-time data we're receiving. So step 1 is that initial ambiguous pause we just discussed. Just a moment. Step 2 brings a sudden whiplash-inducing clearance, verification successful. But almost instantaneously, step 3 drops us right back into a holding pattern, waiting. And finally, step 4 emerges, presenting the ultimate non-negotiable requirements to actually proceed. It's an absolute roller coaster of stop-and-go directives.
Which brings us to our next major development. Section 2, verification and anticipation, the dual state of success and delay. And this brilliantly illustrates the intense tension of this developing situation. On one hand, we have full clearance, verification successful. But then, on the other, an immediate blockade, waiting for OpenAI.com to respond. It's a crazy, intense juxtaposition of outcomes. We are simultaneously approved and denied. It's like we've been handed the green light by the security apparatus, but the intersection itself is completely blocked. It's a fascinating digital paradox playing out in real time.
Let's zoom in on that first part for a second. Verification successful. We can confidently report this phrase as a confirmed triumph. According to the information we have, this is a major breakthrough in the sequence. It indicates that whatever unseen security barrier was out there analyzing our presence, scanning our digital footprint for anomalies, well, we successfully passed it. We've been judged, we've been verified as legitimate, and we are cleared.
But that triumph is agonizingly short-lived, waiting for OpenAI.com to respond. Despite our verified success, all forward momentum is instantly frozen. We're trapped in this tense holding pattern, waiting entirely on this highly specific destination to answer our knock at the door. So, the verification is complete on our end, we've done everything right, but the recipient is inexplicably silent. We are completely at the mercy of the server here.
That sudden silence leads us directly into our final phase. Section 3, mandatory technical prerequisites, the actionable demands for progress.
The situation has just shifted dramatically once again. We've just received this exact directive: enable JavaScript and cookies to continue. This is it, folks, the ultimate ultimatum. The standstill cannot be broken, the gates are absolutely not going to open until this precise command is resolved. The system is no longer just asking us to wait patiently in the lobby, it is straight up demanding technical compliance before any further communication can occur.
So the crucial point here is that we're looking at a two-pronged mandate. Bullet 1, enable JavaScript. Bullet 2, enable cookies. We must rigorously isolate these two distinct technical demands because the system requires us to meet both of these conditions simultaneously. You literally cannot just do one. Neither one of these is optional if we actually want to proceed past this digital checkpoint. It's a strict binary, right? Comply with both or remain frozen forever.
Now, the key to unlocking this entire situation rests on one final word: continue. Continue represents that promised state of forward momentum. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. But notice how this state is entirely dependent on meeting those preceding technical demands. This entire operation, this whole high-wire digital journey we've been tracking through the pauses, the verifications, and all the waiting,
hinges absolutely on completing those two specific actions to unlock this final state. Continue isn't a right, it's a privilege, and it's earned strictly through compliance.
Which leaves us with the ultimate question of this high-stakes digital standoff. Will we enable the cookies to continue, or are we forever waiting to respond? The verification was successful, the pause was instituted, and the ultimatum was delivered. But the final move? That's now entirely in our hands. Will you comply with the system's demands to breach the threshold, or will you remain in the endless loop of just a moment? Thank you for joining this Breaking Explainer. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and we'll catch you next time.